Veg dum biryani with shorba is our today's recipe in the joy of cooking. Hi friends, I'm Aishwarya Sunil Bivalkar and today I'll be showing you all how to make veg dum biryani with the biryani gravy, that is shorba. It's actually very easy to make the biryani if you follow these steps perfectly. For the veg dum biryani, first of all we require the rice that is soaked in water, dalchini, black pepper, cloves, bay leaf, salt, water and oil. So first, to cook the rice, I'll take 2 cups of basmati rice in a bowl. It's very important to use the basmati rice. I'll take 2 cups of basmati rice and then I'm going to wash the rice thoroughly with water. Now I'll add water to this. I have washed the rice and now I'm going to add water. We're going to soak the rice for about 30 minutes. Till then, in another pan I will take water, 8 cups of water for 2 cups of rice. So I'll put 8 cups of water in a pan or a kadhai. To this water I will add 1 bay leaf, 3 to 4 black peppercorns, 3 to 4 cloves, 1 inch cinnamon stick and salt as per taste. So about 1 to 2 teaspoons of salt or as per taste. And then add oil to this. About 1 tablespoon of oil. And then let this come to a boil. Cover it with the lid. Once it's boiled, I'll open the lid and then add the rice. I have removed the excess water from the rice and I'm going to add the soaked rice. We had soaked it for about half an hour, that is 30 minutes in normal room temperature water, and then we are going to add this to the boiling water. Give it a stir and then let it cook on high flame for about 8 minutes. After 8 minutes or until the rice is half done, I am going to strain the water. So be very careful, it's very hot, and then drain the water with the help of the strainer. You'll see it's nice and cooked, half cooked. And after straining the rice, I'm going to wash this rice with normal room temperature water. This is very important. Then for the fried onions, we require sliced onions and oil. In a kadhai, I will take oil, about 3 to 4 tablespoons of oil, and then add 2 large onions to this. Or you may use about 4 to 5 medium-sized onions, sliced onions, and then we are going to cook them on high flame till they become nice dark golden brown in color. Keep the eye on the onions because we don't want to burn them. It won't taste good. So keep stirring occasionally and cook on high flame. You may lower the flame if required. And you'll see it has started to brown. Once it becomes nice dark brown in color, we are going to switch off the flame. It's ready. Now for the vegetable gravy, we require green peas, cauliflower florets, potatoes, carrots, onions, yogurt or curd, cinnamon stick, turmeric, cardamom pods, cloves, Kashmiri red chili powder, shahjeera, bay leaf, biryani masala, ginger garlic paste, paneer, pudina, ghee, salt and water and oil. So in the same pan I will take oil, about 1 to 2 teaspoon, add about 2 to 3 teaspoons of ghee, that is clarified butter. Then add the bay leaf, cardamom pods, cinnamon stick, cloves to the mixture. 3 cloves, 3 cardamom pods, 1 bay leaf, and then add shahjeera. This is very important. This will add to the flavor. About 1 teaspoon. And then add the ginger garlic paste. About 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste, and cook it on high flame till the rawness is gone. Mix it nicely. And then add sliced onions to this. So here I am using about 3 to 4 medium sized sliced onions, roughly sliced, and cook them again on high flame. Mix it well. And let the onions become translucent. And then I am going to add 2 peeled and chopped potatoes, half kg of cauliflower florets, medium sized, half cup of green peas, I am using frozen green peas, and 1 peeled and chopped carrot. And mix everything well on medium high flame. To this I will add salt as per taste. And then I am going to add dried pudina or mint leaves. These are dried ones. You may use the fresh ones if you want to. And add the biryani masala, readily available in the market. So 2 teaspoons of pudina and 1 tablespoon of biryani masala. I will add 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder and Kashmiri red chili powder, about 2 teaspoons. You may use normal red chili powder if you want to, but here I prefer to use Kashmiri red chili powder. And combine everything well and let the spices cook on high flame. Make sure not to burn the spices, so adjust the flame accordingly. And then I am going to add about 1 to 1/4 cup of yogurt or curd. Mix everything well. One cup of yogurt should do it. You'll see all the vegetables are nicely coated into the yogurt and the spices. Cook on low flame. And now to this I will add water till the vegetables soak in. And combine everything well on high flame now. Perfect. I'll cover it with the lid and let it cook for about 5 to 7 minutes on medium low flame. After 7 minutes, I'm going to check again. And again, mix it nicely. You'll see the water has evaporated. The vegetables have started cooking. Perfect. And again cover it with the lid and let it cook for the next 7 to 10 minutes. Wow, it's looking amazing. If you feel you need some more water, you may add it at this stage. And the vegetables are now cooked. I'll switch off the flame. And then add paneer cubes to this. This is homemade paneer. So about 1 tablespoon to 2 tablespoons or as per like. And mix it well. Done. Now for the shorba we require sliced onions, tomatoes, coconut, green chilies, garlic and ginger, cinnamon stick, cardamom pods, yogurt, bay leaf, turmeric, Kashmiri red chili powder, dried pudina, biryani masala, shahjeera, cloves, salt, water and oil. Now in the kadai we've took oil that we have used for the fried onions, and then add about 1 tablespoon of ginger and garlic paste, about 3 to 4 green chilies or as per like. You may reduce the quantity of the chilies if you want to, and cook on high flame, and then add about 2 medium sized sliced onions and let them cook. On high flame. You'll see that onions have become nice and translucent. And then add about 2 to 3 medium sized tomatoes to this, roughly chopped, and cook well. Again on high flame. Perfect. To this I will add salt as per taste and combine everything well. And cook well. You'll see the tomatoes are almost done. To this I will add 2 tablespoons of freshly scraped coconut and mix everything well. And let it cook for another 5 minutes. And then switch off the flame and let it cool down at room temperature. Once it's cooled properly, I am going to transfer this into a mixer grinder. And add water to it as required and make a smooth paste out of it. Perfect. In the same kadai, I'll take some more oil, about 1 teaspoon, and add ghee to it, 1 to 2 teaspoon. Add the cinnamon stick, about 1 inch, 1 bay leaf, 3 to 4 cloves, 3 to 4 cardamom pods, green cardamom, and then add the shahazira, about 1 to 1.5 teaspoon, and combine everything well. Cook for about 1 to 2 minutes on medium low flame, and then add the onion and tomato paste to it. Be very careful, it's very hot. And then add some water to it, about 1/4 cup of water, and mix everything well. Now we are going to cook this on high flame for about 3 to 4 minutes, and then add yogurt or curd to it. So about 1/4 cup of curd, and mix it well. Add turmeric, 1 teaspoon, Kashmiri red chili powder, 2 to 3 teaspoons. Add dried mint leaves, about 2 teaspoons, and add 1 tablespoon of biryani masala. Add salt as per taste. We have added it before, so be careful, and then mix everything well. Let them cook on high flame. Now I will add water to this to adjust the consistency. We want it to be pouring consistency but not too thin. So add water accordingly and mix well. I have made the saffron and milk. Added the saffron strands to about 2 tablespoons of hot milk. Now we'll start with the layering of the biryani. The first layer will be the vegetable gravy. Add it to the bottom of the pan. You may use a heavy bottom pan. And then layer it with the cooked rice. So this will be our second layer. Spread it evenly in the kadai. You'll see the rice is cooked perfectly, just perfect for our biryani. So our second layer is done. And then I will pour the saffron milk that we have prepared. I have used about 1 teaspoon of saffron strands and added it to about 2 to 3 tablespoons of hot milk and mixed it well. So this will be going on the top of the rice. Then I am going to add the dried mint leaves. Just sprinkle it, or you may add about 3 to 4 pudina leaves, and then layer it with the fried onions, about 1 to 2 teaspoons, and then add about 2 teaspoons of ghee or clarified butter. Now again we are going to repeat the same steps. The vegetable gravy, layer it properly, and then we'll add the rice. So our restaurant style veg dum biryani is getting ready, and then add the saffron milk onto it. Amazing. Can't wait to have this now. But patience is the key. Sprinkle it with some more mint leaves, dried or fresh, and then add the fried onions to it. Put some more clarified butter. And again we are going to layer it with the vegetable gravy. This is the foolproof recipe of the biryani. Do try it. I'm sure you all are going to love this. Layer it with the rice and some more saffron milk. Put some more dried saffron strands. This is optional, but I love it. And sprinkle some more mint leaves, dried or fresh. Put some more fried onions. And some more clarified butter. For the dum, you may knead a dough with the wheat flour. Instead of that, I am going to cover the lid with the aluminium foil, which is much easier. Seal it properly so that no steam escapes, and cover it properly. Now, first I am going to put a tawa onto the flame or the gas stove, and then I am going to place our biryani pot onto it. Now we are going to cook this for 25 to 30 minutes on very low flame. And after 30 minutes, I am going to switch off the flame, and after 5 minutes, I am going to open the lid. This is very important. And you will see our perfectly done biryani, just like the restaurant, is ready. It's that easy to make it at home. So do try the recipe and let me know how it worked for you. So yeah, our veg dum biryani with shorba is ready. Garnishing it with some fried onions and some coriander leaves. Please do like my video, subscribe to my channel The Joy of Cooking, hit the bell icon for the notifications of the new videos that I share. Follow me on Pinterest, Instagram and Facebook. I am Aishwarya Sunil Bivalkar signing off. Take care, stay tuned, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.